So you can start letting people in. I just tweeted.
Body tweet. Welcome back. Last night of the Traitors before the big grand finale. We are gonna see who's left and if they can get a traitor out tonight. Very important for the faithful to really get traitors out. As a reminder, a faithful can only win the game if all traitors are gone. And the current prize pot is $210.
Did we? Oh wait, never mind. I thought we got an extra thing, but maybe we're.
Did not at this time. But if anyone wants to send, they can always send money to Livy and we'll add it to the prize pot. Or feel free to send us tips or bits. Love you all. So we're gonna start breakfast without further ado.
Oh, and Stu cheered 100 bits, said, watching Survivor, but I hope they murder that one person.
Survivor ended, but thank you, Stu.
Probably recorded.
Oh my god, hi.
Hey, Mason. Perm boy.
I'm not used to being first.
I just missed you tonight.
Oh my god, I missed you.
This feels like a really special moment.
Wow.
I know. Shame I have to bring someone else in.
Sean cheered 100 bits, said bits to say hi to Livy. Hi, Sean. Thank you.
Bye.
Livy, turn your camera on and say hi to Sean. He paid you.
He did.
Hi, Sean.
Whoa. You can pay
That's
for Libby
fine.
to do things?
Wow.
Yeah.
How's it going, Mike?
You can do whatever.
Good morning.
Good
How you
morning.
guys doing?
What's for breakfast?
Turkey meatballs.
Ooh.
Trying to figure out what to make with ground turkey.
What's up?
today.
Hey,
What's up?
how are
What's up,
you?
PJ?
Oh, it's crazy, man. I thought I was a goner.
Sorry, I didn't eat yet. I got home from work late.
Am I freezing up on you guys? I think my computer's glitching.
You're fine on my end.
You're fine.
Alex.
Oh my god!
Alex.
And it's like I
Wow.
feel like not chill. I'm like it's not done. This is it.
Every time.
Every time. Even yesterday when I had the shield, it's not happening this time. Oh my god! I guess we're still waiting on a lot of people.
I'm thinking. Let's do a little boys' night.
Apparently.
Hayden.
Hello.
Hey,
Alright.
Let's
How's
go.
it going?
So who's left?
Keisha,
Genius.
Genius, Arena, Carla.
I think that's it.
And that's it. Oh my god! So they did kill.
That's it? Oh my god.
Is it all females?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Wow. I did not expect that because of just like numbers. That's crazy. Huh? This is scary.
It is.
Keisha.
Hello, Keisha.
Hey, Keisha.
He's nice.
Oh my god, okay, background. I see you.
Freaking did not expect to be still alive. Kind
I
of thought it
know.
was going to be dead Keisha based on who's left. So I was kind of thought it was you.
I thought it was gonna be me dead, period.
Oh my god, so it's Carla, Irina, or oh my god,
Ingenious.
Carla or Ingenious.
So Carla or Ingenious?
Oh my god.
Are we forgetting somebody? We're not doing this again.
No, not today. I should have saved Alex in case you forgot him again. Though.
Yeah, you just want to torture me.
Alex, you never told me. Did you watch that? Did you see them?
I was watching it live, yeah. But I was so convinced that I was getting murdered that I wasn't even focusing on it. It's like, oh, I'm murdered, so it doesn't matter. They forgot me because I'm dead.
Never. We didn't you.
Oh my god, Ingenious.
I'm just always focused on being killed too. That it's just so stressful.
Hi, Carla.
Hi.
Unless the shield worked.
No, Ingenious is for sure dead. And we are so sad to see her go. She was amazing. Faithful queen.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I should never play this game. Wow. Good
All right.
job.
So-
Sorry for
Ingenious was murdered. We are going to open up. And
Wait, what, are we just tonight? Just because there's so few of you, I think like having just everyone in a room, it's just not good for the end game. We're just gonna do room limits of 3 because there are room limits. It might be harder to get in and out. We are gonna extend the time of each of these breakout rooms. And if you guys really feel like you didn't get enough time, we are willing to listen if you need more time.
Okay.
But if we're willing to do that and like give you what you need, try to just respect the room limits and
Yep. Okay.
and bounce around.
All right.
So
They're opening now.
in production, go where you're supposed to go and yell at them.
Don't yell at me. I'm not.
Yell at Keisha if you must.
Danny.
I'll say it. It's either you're getting heavily set up or it's you.
So listen, right? So my first vote was, what's his name? Who's the first guy that left? Taylor Ryan.
Oh,
I
yeah.
voted for him. He was killed. The other person that was like random was, who was it? There was 3 people.
Do you guys have any thoughts? My reads have been terrible. So I thought it was Leah. I also, full transparency, thought it could be Ingenious. So
that definitely
not Ingenious. So
I had Ingenious as a full-on faithful this entire game, so at least I got that right.
good. You're better than I am.
Yeah,
So-
but she was suspicious of me. I was like, come on, we're on the same fucking
I know. So that's why I'm like, okay. And that's, I also think, like, to me, I think if you killed Ingenious, if you were a traitor, I don't think you could have killed Ingenious unless you just are really trying to double bluff it because, like I heard your name going around last time, BJ, and obviously, I mean, it was on the stream too.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's you.
Yeah, no, I watched it back and I was like, what the fuck, Ingenious? But
And
then
I
she
think
came
like,
into
Ingenious
the
was
room.
going really hard for you yesterday. So I don't think.
Yeah, and it's like that's not helpful. But I'm like, is that because he's a traitor and he just wants to get him out?
I don't
Because
know.
he's like,
That's what I'm trying to think too. 'Cause I'm like, he could just be doing that shit and just like,
right, that is not helpful to me. But we can't get rid of any faithfuls. I don't care if
Yeah.
they're helpful or not helpful because we need the numbers to vote at this point.
I know.
Because I don't know how many traitors are left, but there could be 2, there could be 3. We know there was recruitments. I don't know if people accept it or not, but if they accept it, we have to assume there's at least three traitors because there was recruitment for 3 different nights.
yeah.
So that's going off, which means we're at 9, right? Am I making that up, right? Is there 9 of us? So we have to keep the majority because they're going to get a kill the next few nights.
I'm gonna
So
try
we
to
have to get a traitor.
Yeah, I want to see if there's a room open and see what people's thoughts because
Yeah. Okay, here comes Mason.
Hi guys.
Hey, Mace. What are you thinking? What are you hearing?
Okay.
Why do we think Ingenious was killed?
you know what? Let me jump.
There's a room limit of
I'll
3,
leave.
guys. Someone's gotta go.
Okay, I think Carl.
I think there's probably 2, but I mean,
I think Carla is a faithful for sure.
I do too.
So not her.
With that strategy, Alex, who are you thinking might be a traitor?
I really need Hayden to leave before I say who I think a traitor is, to be honest, because I just think that they could watch back and I could be murdered. So I'm gonna wait, but I would love to.
I thought
Not you, Hayden. Not you, Hayden. I'm so
I was
sorry.
like,
I'm eerily very convinced it's BJ.
That's kind of what I was thinking as well. In my head last night, I was like, if Ingenious is dead, who, if, after in their right mind, after what happened last night, would just kill her after that?
I think after the whole conversation between them, he saw it get deflected immediately onto Mike. They argued about it. It completely cleared his name.
I think we just have to be realistic about traitors voting out other traitors at least once. Because I think if I was a traitor, that's exactly what I would do.
Yep.
Oh no, I think for sure that's happened, and I think that's my opinion. I think there was also a conversation. I think it was me, Carlos. Me and Carla were just talking about this. BJ was there and Genius, where we were talking because we thought we were all faithful. And Genius was like, well, to be honest, BJ, I don't know that you are. And it was just a side comment. And we were like, we left with the impression that Genius was suspicious of Mike and BJ. But it was a side comment. It was a throwaway comment.
Yeah.
And so we both were just now saying, like, we don't know what that means, but we both were like,
it just feels
we're
like
the
the
only
Mike
ones who know
situation to me is like similar to some of the other, you know, the Jesse situation or the Stu situation. Like it feels like that to me. So I just don't want to
like,
go
and that's
down
my
this
concern.
path.
I don't want to vote out of faithful, even if they're being unhelpful at this point, because we need the numbers.
Yes.
Like we got to keep the numbers.
We don't
because
have time
somebody
to like fuck around anymore.
most likely going to get killed in the night.
Yep.
We can't guarantee shields. You know that people are going to kill people with shields. By the way, give me the shield. I'm a faithful. Keep me safe because we need to make sure we at least try to keep a faithful. They're going to try to kill us here, but I definitely think we have to play this smart. And if both of you are traders, kudos to you. Y'all commit.
I am not a traitor. I know I'm not been the best faithful.
I'm genuinely listening to you.
I just think we've been looking at this wrong.
I do too.
I think we need to revisit the actuality of somebody playing as ruthless as just voting out somebody, recruiting a new traitor, whoever they want, or, you know, I don't know. I just think that just, oh, you voted out so-and-so, they were faithful. That's not enough for me at this point. So that's
and it's not just BJ. I think there's still more than one because they got a chance to recruit. I don't know if all recruitments were accepted or not, but they recruited 3 times.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many we started with. I don't know if we started with 2. I don't know if we started with 3. I don't know if all the recruitments were accepted, but I feel like we have to assume there's at least
about in this room. I don't know what you are talking about in the other rooms.
Well, I think you're a faithful 100%, just so you know. I was just telling Alex and Hayden that. But we'll talk after this. Vote for.
Welcome back, everybody. Time to get your votes in for the shield. And this is the last shield of the game. Last chance to be safe from being murdered. And if you get this shield and survive banishment, you'll be in the grand finale. So let's get those votes in.
y'all. Who y'all are traitors? I just need to know so I know not to give you a shield.
Give me a shield. I'm not a traitor.
You're really hoping somebody will pipe up on that one just in case, you know,
I would like to give a compliment to everybody getting these votes in nice and quick.
Well, I'm going to turn off my camera real quick because I want to turn off the fan. It got kind of cold for me, so.
I know the temperature dropped here too today. It was all nice and warm.
We are waiting to have all 8 votes accounted for, and it looks like we do. So if production is all on the same page, we can give the shield out. Okay, the person who won the shield has been notified that they won. So shield is over, and now it is time for the banishment breakout rooms. This banishment is extremely important. It's your last chance to get out a traitor before the finale, and it's just important. You want to make the finale. So we're going to give you 12 minutes because of the room limits and the importance, and then we'll go to the round table. Production, go back to the rooms you were in. And I hope you guys were yelling real good.
I love my basement. Leave me alone.
Lid open.
I'm gonna go to the.
I am too.
Okay. I think I don't know. I want to hear what you guys are thinking. I don't think I agree with where the consensus is going, and I could be in the minority.
Where's the consensus going? Because
I feel like people think it's BJ.
I'm almost 100% convinced.
Okay.
I feel like he is quiet enough where he could be could have been recruited later on.
So let me explain my thinking so I'm not just sounding stupid.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts because I might be getting a little snowed, to be honest. So
I think a major point of it is last night when it started between him and Ingenious, they were kind of rebuttaling back and forth. It got brought onto Mike. Mike and Ingenious went back and forth for however God knows long. That cleared BJ. BJ's name was out of there after Ingenious brought it up. It completely cleared BJ. Nothing else with BJ. Now the suspicion's put on Mike. Overnight, Ingenious gets killed. Who does the suspicion go on?
I know.
You think it's a setup for Mike?
I think it's a setup for BJ. Ingenious was running around saying it's BJ, it's BJ, it's BJ last night after the vote. I mean, the first thing that you hear in the breakout rooms and the video was Ingenious saying it's BJ, it's 100% BJ. She goes, I need to find BJ. I have to talk to BJ. To me, I feel like it would be I feel like BJ's been playing so under the radar, and I don't disagree that he could be a traitor. I think he 100%. I feel really close to BJ, and I feel like I might be getting snowed by it, but I feel like it would be very much maybe they were banking on that being too obvious and the mic setup, but
Carla, what do you think?
It's because there's also been a pattern where Matic were it's too obvious for him to be a freaking traitor.
Right.
Matic for not being one. Same thing with Mitch. Mitch, who did he kill? Johnny?
Johnny.
Yeah, it's too obvious because they just had the thing from before.
But
so I don't want to ignore the patterns and us to
No, I agree.
But I get what you mean too, because it could just be a setup for either of them, and I don't know which direction.
I think Hayden, can you go to another?
I need to stop listening to that. But
killed by the traitors because it does puts more suspicion on me, but it's not true. I don't know how else to put it, but it's really not true.
Who do you think it is if it's not you?
I'm suspicious of Mike, Hayden, and Arena because they have not voted out a single traitor. They've only voted out faithfuls. Mike is 0 for 6. Hayden's 1 for 6, and Arena's 1 for 6. But those were
Hayden, Jack as well.
He's definitely coming after me. He's said my name multiple times. So I'm fine with either or.
Okay.
Oh, I just don't want to make the mistake of one or the other, and then we're screwed going into tomorrow.
I hate this 50-50 thing where it seems like every vote it's down to 2 people and then making the right.
Do you think they're both traitors? Do you think
it's very possible they are?
That's
because
very
to be honest, I was just talking with her, and she was so. I was explaining. Because for me, she's a wild card. I was pretty adamant that she was a faithful for a while. And I still am kind of torn on if she is or not. I sometimes believe that she's wholehearted faithful, and then sometimes she does something. but she was pretty quick to kind of hop on board the BJ thing. She felt comfortable with that. And I wasn't sure kind of what I was gonna walk into bringing that up with her. So, no, I still feel like, to me, in my head, yesterday BJ seemed so traitorish to me, and I just can't get it out of my head. But I'm definitely looking at both here, and I'm open to hearing people out.
Well, I think that we're definitely on the same page.
Okay. So it's either one of them.
That's what I'm thinking.
So Keisha's gone after BJ, has said BJ's name. Has BJ ever said Keisha's name before?
We're at a room limit. Room limit.
Here, I can jump out real quick.
I didn't realize it was muted. Room limit. I'm so good at my job. Continue.
I hate room limits. It's so hard. Hey, Mason.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
I don't know. My gut is telling me it's BJ.
Okay.
Okay, see, we were just talking
Wait. Hayden, prod Hayden, I'm so sorry. I love you. Can you jump out of the room quickly?
Okay, I need people to stop asking me, but I was gonna move anyways, but
Anybody, because I thought she was 100% a faithful, and she was. So it sucks that she's gone, because I wanted to bounce shit off of her today, but you were in the room with us last night when we went off the air. So, and I believe that you're a faithful too, and there are suspicions on you. I was in a room with Hayden and Alex, and I think Alex is suspicious of you, but
to a point where she's just there's a lot of inconsistencies, and watching back streams and everything, I think it's almost becoming a point where she's doing it as a more obvious factor to be no, there's no way I am. And I think it's just becoming it's getting old. I don't know. I think there's a very good chance it's her as well.
Okay. I also agree with that. Last night I left the episode thinking I was 100% sold on BJ, and then coming into this tonight and watching back the stream, I was like, okay, so maybe it might not be BJ. I'm also very sus on Keisha. I could vote either way. I'm down for either. That's where I came into this, and that's where I'm at.
I was explaining earlier, I think what really got me on BJ was I've been sus of BJ. I said it to his face 3 episodes ago. But last night, the fact that it went immediately from Ingenious and BJ arguing or whatever they were doing to getting thrown onto Mike, cleared BJ's name. BJ was out of that, and then just so happens that Ingenious gets murdered tonight. Doesn't it feel like a setup?
Oh yeah, I've been feeling that they've been set up in this game since the beginning with a couple of murders.
And I won't lie.
But I'm gonna say that
somebody has to banish it at the end. We can't leave him in, but we can't do him now. We need Mike for numbers right now.
that's what Alex said. He said that we should go focus on another suspicious person because Mike is too easy of a vote, so I mean
I know your guys' name has been floated around as suspicion, because they're why is Keisha still here, but that was the same thing that we talked about yesterday. And then BJ, what do you call it? Yesterday, Ingenious, I think, said your name, but she also said Mike's name. So I don't know if it's a setup where it's trying to set up you or Mike.
it's definitely a setup because
I don't know who would be behind it. That's the problem. I don't.
I think it's Hayden.
You think it's Hayden?
I'm voting for Hayden. I'm convinced.
The host.
And I could be wrong. The host, Hayden, Blue Lightning, Blue Thunder is on the prowl. Blue Thunder is on the prowl.
Hayden, you're framing me? Oh my god.
We're gonna talk about this on the stream. We're gonna lose points. But what do you call it? I'm just kind of torn because everybody's throwing out different names to me, and I think they're trying to see it as a number.
Someone
Mhm.
has to
I can leave it.
Oh, I'll leave because I have been sitting here for too long. Let me
Okay.
go find somebody else to talk. Joining, it's just circling.
I know. That's how mine was too.
Okay, Mason and
Hello.
Keisha.
Oh no, I think it switched my
Where are you
phone. Hold
at?
on.
we can't get this wrong.
BJ, I think it's you.
It's not, dude. It's fucking not. I can't explain enough how not a traitor I am, okay?
Okay, can I explain? Let me explain my thinking to you and prove me wrong.
Okay.
Last night,
Someone has to leave.
I will go. I was in this room. Let me go to bar.
It was me who jumped. And
okay, okay, last night, you and Ingenious got into your little bit of a rebuttal, right? A little bit, like you went back and forth for a little bit. It got put onto Mike. Your name got cleared. Ingenious gets murdered.
Don't you think that's just a classic traitor move?
But is it a?
Someone has to leave. Somebody has to leave.
Can I talk though before I leave?
No, nope. You gotta go. One of you.
I got kicked out of both rooms. All right, I'll find a room by myself.
Okay, so
I think there's a chance. What I'm not positive about is, was it a setup to make it look like it's on Mike and it was taken off of you, or is it literally just stupid and it's Mike?
I think it was like a classic traitor move to put the heat on somebody else that is not a traitor. It's so simple. Of course, okay, so I rewatched the episode, okay? They showed when Ingenious went into a breakout room and said, BJ's a traitor, and started like kind of just saying BJ's a traitor out of nowhere. And then she jumped into a room with me and Keisha, and we talked it out, and I explained, she's like, you've been acting different, and I explained what's going on. I told her I've been taking notes this entire time. Why would I take these notes if I'm a traitor? I'm basing every vote off of these notes. And then of course they kill her, and then the heat's gonna go on me. We gotta get this right. We
Good
gotta
argument. I get it.
Welcome back, everyone. I mean, now it's just time to talk more. You're at the round table now, so.
Do we have 10 minutes or do we get a little bit longer for this again?
You take as long as you want. We're not going to stop until you guys are quiet down. So test our limits.
Yeah.
This is of the utmost importance.
Well, I'll start. Nobody else is talking, and my service is actually here tonight versus last night. So I referenced it last night, and I'll put it on the table tonight. I just talked to Hayden. One of my suspicions, and it's been a suspicion for a little bit, is Hayden. Hayden has been quiet and has piped up the last couple of rounds to directly accuse people that others have had suspicions of when we've done our debriefs, both Stu and Leah, that have turned out to be faithfuls. And obviously, those of us who are faithfuls have no idea that they're faithfuls, but the traitors know 100% who the faithfuls are, so they can come in confidently accusing the wrong people. And I have been trying to figure out, why am I still alive when I think it's very obvious that I'm a faithful. And I think it's going to be people who would either A, want to try to use me to accuse me later, or want to keep me around and play with me because they love me so much. Not that I'm that lovable, but there's only a few people I think who would actually want to keep me around and play with me because they like me. And that Hayden is one of those people who is still in this game, who I think would do that. And I just, something in me is just telling me I think Hayden might be a traitor, because I'm trying to figure out between everybody who is left and what have they done that can make them a traitor. And Hayden is one of those people who, again, didn't go for Mitch when Mitch was obvious to most of us. but was strong on people who weren't. And I also voted for those people who weren't. Let me just tell you that. But I also didn't come in strong on those people the same way that they did after hearing other people's suspicions in the debrief.
Well, I'll respond and say that yes, I absolutely do love you, Keisha. You know that. That being said, this is a game. I would definitely murder you. I have no feelings about that at all. I'm faithful. And the time that I started piping up was the episode after Ingenious and Alex both pointed out to me during Roundtable that I haven't spoken up enough. So then I felt the incentive to start giving my opinion, and that's when I did. So I started entering breakout rooms and I started asserting myself more. I didn't always vote the correct way, and neither did you, neither did most of us here. I think all of our track records at this point are not great. Some of us better than others, sure. But, I don't think that that means that we're necessarily a faithful or a traitor. I just think that, a lot of votes were honestly down to like two people, and everybody just kind of bet the dice and went 50-50. And then sometimes we were right, sometimes we were wrong. But I also don't think that I've been quiet, because you said that I've been quiet, but then you also said that I've been speaking up. So like, I don't know where to find that mix. I was told to speak up, I did it. And if y'all want me to be more quiet, I guess I can. I'm just doing my best to try to figure this out, just like y'all.
And I don't think it's a matter of being quiet or speaking up. It was specifically about when you spoke up and how it happened. That was what it was for me. Everybody needs to talk. We need to hear from everybody. I want to hear from everybody.
I think the big thing about that, though, is the one thing that really leads me away from the idea that Hayden could be is I don't want this just to end up being the same situation as Leah, where Leah was in the same spot as Hayden and not really talking. She was called out for piping up at the specific times and whatever. And it's like, is this just happening again? And is this just is it going to be a repeat situation just because of that? That's what's worrying me about that.
No, that's totally fair. I'm open. I'm open to hearing all options, because I think as faithfuls, we got to get it right. We can't get it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot get it wrong tonight, because if we're wrong, and that's why I'm really waiting, because I do have an idea, but I want to hear what other people say first. If we don't get it wrong, if there are 3 traitors left, they win, essentially. So we really cannot be wrong. And I just want to hear what other people have to say.
Alex, put your idea out. We got to hear everybody's idea. Everybody's idea.
I don't think you're gonna to hear my idea, because I think it's you.
Put it out there. I'm going to hear the idea, because I know it's not true. But
I know. I just, in my heart of hearts, it's just of the arguments I've been trusting, just substantial. I've been trusting I was in my DR. We could make a case for literally every single person left here to be a traitor, and that's what's been so crazy. We can spiral insane, and I think, in my gut, Keisha, you are one of the greats. If anyone can play this game as a traitor like this, it's you. If you're a faithful, I don't know, but that's where my gut is leaning. I think that BJ, there are arguments for BJ. I could be getting totally snowed by you, BJ, but in my heart of hearts, I don't think it's you right now. And Keisha is the person that I am leaning towards. And I would love to hear if people don't agree with me, because I want to go with a group that I want us to be right tonight. And that's what my heart's telling me. So
I'm also just stuck on why Ingenious would have been murdered. And I know we've been looking at the past things have been obvious, I'm it's too obvious that would have been BJ or Mike. And I'm not trying, I'm not one way or another right now, because I'm trying to hear out everybody's thoughts. Where there's also been a pattern, the most obvious person, we didn't think they would be a traitor, but then it turns out they are. So I'm also trying to look, should we be looking at the most obvious stuff, or more of the under the radar type of?
Right, and I think that's super important to look at, and I'm also trying to do the same thing.
Sorry, my fire alarm went off.
I said it to BJ's face tonight, I did, and I've said it. I do think I have a sneaking suspicion that it could be BJ. When talking to you, you did tell me an argument, and it's kind of swayed me over. Like, I get it. However, I think there are just inconsistencies in everything, in the fact that last night it just feels like it could have been a setup in order to keep yourself safe after, and that's really what is sticking with me out there.
I feel like if I was a traitor, it would be the dumbest move to just kill someone that said my name right at the end of the show. Like, it's so obviously, it was an obvious setup by the traitors. I hope that the faithful, my fellow faithful, see that that was a setup. And if it wasn't a setup intended for me, it was intended for Mike, because even I was suspicious of Mike. I voted him out. So,
and I think that's the thing, is now, like Carla was saying, now, is like, are we going to follow a pattern of doing what the obvious is, or do we really need to switch up and go with something like what happened before and go the unexpected route?
And so can I also add something that happened last night? And I don't know who watched the feed, who didn't, but if you were paying attention in the rooms, when we did our debrief, I was very specific about saying, BJ, I want to talk to you. Meet me in the bar, or whatever room I called out. I don't know what it was, but I think I said bar. BJ came to the bar immediately. Hayden and Alex followed. We started talking in there, but I wanted to talk to BJ without Hayden and Alex specifically. So I said, BJ, follow me to another room. And we did that, and Hayden was there on the stream. I specifically asked Hayden to leave because I didn't want it to be on the stream so I could discuss with BJ, and then somebody else came into the room what my theory was and who it was, because I was kamikaze and willing to go down and be killed in the night, knowing that I was clearly having a conversation about who I thought the traitors were, and clearly isolating people in that conversation, willing to have that conversation, thinking I would be killed. I don't think I was killed. I think I'm being used to be focused on as a traitor. And no one else in this room is doing that except for the two people that I was suspicious of. Hayden just told me he suspected me. Alex out loud told you all that he suspected me, which is ironic because Alex in the rooms has, before accusing Leah yesterday, the night before, told me that he suspected Arena. Last night, or was it today, I'm sorry, told someone else that he suspected Arena, but will never come out into this round table and tell anyone that he suspects Arena or that he wants Arena to be the vote. And my theory upon that is because I think Hayden, Alex, and Arena are the traitors. And I think that's because Alex wants to save face and tell people that on the side, so that if for some reason Arena comes out to be a traitor, he can always be like, oh, see, I told people in the side rooms, you guys all knew I was right, right? I was right. I told you Arena was a traitor. I'm not targeting Arena tonight because I don't have that as a strong suspicion for anything else that Arena has personally done. I'm just more focused on the fact that I think it's Hayden, Alex not ever bringing Arena's name to the round table, although now multiple times telling people in side rooms that it is Arena, but willing to push other people who have been faithfuls, is a red flag for me, and willing to tell me in secret his suspicion, but not willing to tell anybody else is also a red flag for me. Again, I keep telling you this, the only piece of information I know 100% is who I am. And that's the best thing I can go off of. So if you're telling me you think I'm a traitor for reasons that I know are not true when I am a faithful, I can use that to piece together the rest. And so I think I understand everyone's logic as to why you think BJ is a traitor as well, because I also was in the room with BJ and Ingenious when Ingenious looked at BJ and said, I'm not so sure about you, buddy. And they had that conversation. And so I completely get that logic as well. So I am very confused about this whole four. They're all in the row right here for me. But I think us on this top row, I think whatever we decide, we got to vote together because we have to get out of traitor. That is where I'm at right now, just because it's something in the water right there. That's all I know. It's something right there.
Okay.
So I think we have to be united in what we decide and try our best to get a traitor.
Okay. So my question is, the one thing with you, Keisha, today, to be honest, I went in here pretty much thinking, having my idea in my head that I think it was BJ, because I thought it was pretty convenient that you kind of attached yourself to Ingenious yesterday. It's something that would be really smart to do as a traitor. Oh, what do you think, Ingenious? Because I think that it was clear, all of us, at least in my impression, that she was the most clear faithful. So I think that it kind of clears you, her ending up dead. But then now listening to Keisha and listening to some arguments for Keisha, and one thing that Keisha you keep doing is you keep saying like I'm a clear faithful. You know why am I still alive? I'm a clear faithful. I don't know about anybody else here, but I do not think you're a clear faithful. I think that there's plenty of evidence to suggest otherwise and plenty of suspicion on you. So you just constantly putting that out there just seems a little strange to me. So that's one thing that's kind of swaying my mind away from BJ tonight. I'm still kind of unsure. But to be honest, I don't know, Keisha.
And I would clear because I'm clear to me. Like that's the 100% information I know for myself because I know I'm a faithful, right? So it's clear to me what I am because I know I am. And that's why I say that, because I can base it off of my knowledge, just like you all have to base what you know off of your knowledge, and you have to work off of your knowledge.
I just want to add to something you said about me not saying it was Arena. I told Arena like 15 minutes ago that she was someone at one point that I was sus of. If I didn't make that clear to you, Arena, when I was talking about different names, I have been. And I think, truly, I have been sus of literally every single person here.
Yeah, I'm not taking any, I get it, my reads have been off, and I get the softness of it, I get it.
I mean, I led the charge for Leah and was completely wrong and feel terrible about it. So my read here on you, Keisha, could be totally wrong, and it probably is. But I think it's what Mason is saying about us trying to do something different. To me, Keisha, you would be a different trend to what we've been doing. I could be wrong, and it could be Mike and BJ, and I'm an idiot. So, but that's, I don't know. Does anyone have
I would not lead the charge against Maddox, who was a traitor, if I was a traitor. Like, let's be clear. I would not also vote for Mitch if I was a traitor on a very split vote that was off by one. I would absolutely keep traitors in this game to help the traitor.
But then your whole demeanor changed, Keisha, and then your votes were off. You were so on target those first two votes, and then you completely switched your demeanor around. I picked up on it.
My demeanor has changed. Every day your mood is different. Your personality is different. My demeanor hasn't changed. I have been on this hunt the same way every time. I might be wrong, but I've been on the same hunt, believe me. There's no change in the demeanor except for that my personality is my personality. No person is 100% the same every day. Hello?
I agree.
Every day? No. Like, I don't expect anybody in here to be the same every day. But my demeanor is definitely not changed. I am Keisha, the same Keisha you get 100% all the time.
Carla, what are you thinking? I haven't heard from you.
I literally spoke a few minutes ago.
I'm sorry, my fire alarm went off. I must have missed it. I'm sorry.
I was saying I think it might be an obvious thing. I was saying I think it might be an obvious. Is there a thing going on? Okay. I was saying, I don't know if we want to follow the pattern where it's been the obvious, and I said your name along with BJ, which would be the obvious from the killing yesterday, or go a different route where it's a person that's not the most obvious, if that makes sense. That's what I said, I think, when you left for a moment.
Okay.
Are you guys done? Or?
No, I need to know what are we doing on top row, because I told y'all the bottom row, they're the ones who are in question. Although I do think BJ's faithful.
You all know where I'm voting.
I think that the rows are different for different people.
Yeah, I don't. My top row. I'm on. Yeah, you're on my bottom row.
That's true. It probably is personal to me. So Carla, Mike, BJ, Mason, what are you doing? Let me be specific.
I think now, I don't think it's you, Keisha. I think right now in my head, it's more looking towards BJ.
You're so off. You're so off. This is going to be an L.
I can't lie. I'm very, very, very torn. I really, this is the hardest I've been torn this entire game. I'm very split in between of what I'm thinking right now. I think I do see both sides. That's my issue right now, is I see both sides, and I think taking the unexpected route could be good and doing something different. And then on the other hand, you still also have that gut feeling though of Is it obvious, or are the traitors just doing it obvious to make it not seem like that? Like, I think there's two ways to go about it here, and I still, at the moment, I still don't know what's right.
Carla, I voted out Mitch twice, okay? And also I did not vote out a faithful yesterday. I'm not a traitor. So this is an obvious setup. Whoever was in that room when Ingenious said that BJ's a traitor, and then she left that room and then came to talk to me, and Keisha was there, and we talked it out, and then you know, they kill her, and then now it's on me. Absolutely ridiculous. Traders are loving this right now.
Yeah, I do think if you voted, because you voted Mitch the first time, it's interesting. I think Mitch would have turned on you that next time.
Yeah, I stuck with it. I did twice in a row. And he was a traitor. A lot of
Also,
people.
I'm not voting for you, BJ, by the way. My decision is not between you. My decision is between Hayden and Alex, by the way. Not you.
I've been on the same page with Alex, I feel, this entire game. If he is a traitor, I feel like he was recruited, the last recruit, because
I agree. I don't think Alex has been a traitor this whole time.
I don't think it's Alex.
Like
I'm
Alex
not going to be
faithful
considering
early
it.
on.
I will be honest with you. I wanted to be a traitor coming into this game very badly. I wish I was a traitor, to be honest, because I think they're playing way better than us faithfuls. You banish me, you will see that I am not a traitor. I feel like most people here I've made genuine connections with. Pretty much everyone left here at one point or another, where I think you feel my heart. I was totally wrong on Leah, and that's really, really sad for me, because I've been voted out of things because of the reason Leah got voted out. It's why my heart doesn't want to vote for Hayden. I don't think it's Hayden. I mean, that's all I can say. I know where my vote's going tonight. I think that it is a risk worth taking here, and if not, I think I'm murdered. Probably.
But it's not a risk worth taking. You can't risk voted out of faithful if you're faithful. We have to get a traitor.
Why I want to vote for you, because they think you're a traitor. I mean, and I could be totally wrong.
I am absolutely not a traitor. I'm telling you 100%, I'm not a traitor. Like, literally, you need to keep the faithfuls in the game, or else the traitors will win. We are at a point where if you don't vote out a traitor here, you're going to lose a faithful, and then you're going to get a faithful killed in the night. Like, we have to be smart about this. This is a numbers game. There is 8 of us, and we don't know how many traitors there are in the game. So depending on how many traitors there are, this is where we could lose it.
Keisha?
Yes.
If there's, you don't have to, like, this is just, if we were to erase Alex and Hayden off of this, where does your other suspicion lead?
Arena. I said that.
Okay.
Like, literally, Mason, you and Carla are the only 2 people who I fully think are faithfuls that I'd be willing to, like, fully ride with and be like, I don't have any suspicion of either of you. And I could be I'd be willing to be 100% wrong on that, but, like, that is where my mind is in terms of, like, me going back looking at the tapes and running through every scenario, which is why I'm willing to fully listen to both of you, because I don't think that you're trying to snow me with what you're saying in terms of the reasoning and logic that you're using.
I 100%.
And you could be the 2 traitors, and everybody else in here could be the faithfuls, and I could be the one snowed. And I'm willing to be completely wrong on that. Like, everybody else could be the faithfuls, and I could be the one that's wrong, and you both could be the ones that's keeping me alive, and I could be wrong. But that's where my brain is, based on, like, how things keep falling into place.
Okay.
And the reactions tonight to when I called out those people, when I said the other names, and their reactions to me saying each other's names, because I was paying attention.
I just think you're so good at this, Keisha.
I'm good at arguing.
The
I'm
way
gonna
that you just kind of pivot towards somebody else so effortlessly, I'm just genuinely impressed. And
But it's
I
not
just
pivoting
think
towards someone else.
I think you would be one of the best traders in this game, and I think that at this point you are just more and more convincing me. And I went into this fully convinced that it was BJ.
And that's because you want to vote with your fellow traders. Like, I'm convinced. There's no way you would pivot that easily unless you were a trader.
I mean, go ahead and vote me out, and you're gonna the same situation. You're gonna lose a faithful, and then the traders will win. So if that's what you feel, more than go right ahead. I'm gonna be voting for you.
And I told you you were at the bottom of my list of them, right? Because I don't have as much evidence against you. My evidence against you came from Alex, who was a trader, so that wasn't as strong. But I felt like it was roped into him setting it up to like be right.
Yeah, I don't believe that Alex is a traitor.
Yeah, that checks out.
Carla, are you still on me?
I'm fucking confused. Okay, because you guys are all like,
I want
at
to vote
this point, you
together
guys are all
with you.
good liar.
I'm not a good liar. I am the person who tells the truth. I'm the one who's very straightforward about what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. That's the point. I don't sit around these games and lie. And when I have played a trader game and I was a trader, you know what I do? I sit there and I keep my mouth shut. Why? Because I don't like to lie. I still tell the truth. I never say that I'm a faithful. I just don't say anything.
It's why I think you have such a good cover, because no one expects you to lie. That's why I think it's you, because you're so good at you do tell the truth almost every time you play, except for the one time you don't. And that's where my gut's telling me.
I would not continuously repeat a lie over and over and over again. That's not my character. I would not unnecessarily lie. I would not sit here and repeat a lie unnecessarily. I would just not say it. The unspoken is so much stronger than unnecessarily lying. Absolutely. Which is why people who don't say they're a faithful are the ones that I'm paying more attention to. Because that is stronger than a lie. Which is also why I think BJ is a faithful. But he's lower than Carla and Mason on my watch. I don't have time to tell unnecessary lies. I'm a lawyer. I know how to lie by omission. I don't need to tell spoken lies. And again, I was willing to die last night and get killed by isolating you two to tell them all of my suspicions. That is how much of a faithful I was. I was willing to go down with this ship and tell everybody who I thought was a faithful what I thought.
You're muted, Danny, but I'm
You're
assuming
muted,
you're
Danny.
saying.
Do we
I think you're telling us
feel?
to vote, maybe?
Do we feel ready? I mean, I can't let just Keisha talk for a couple hours, but if most of us feel ready, we can vote. Even I love hearing you talk, Keisha. You know, I'm your
I
biggest-
don't like hearing myself talk. Are you kidding me? I'm voting for Hayden. Whatever everybody else does, you do it, but I'm voting for Hayden.
And I'm
Don't
voting
vote
for
for I'm a
Keisha.
faithful. But if you vote me out, trust me, you'll find out I'm a faithful, and it's Hayden, Alex, and Arena. Just follow suit. I hope you win.
But yes, some people are voting, so everybody get those votes in. Good luck.
And Never cheered 50 bits, said Carla is a fairy with a heart emoji.
I'm nervous. Is anyone else nervous? Just me?
I'm nervous because I want to get a trader and I could be completely wrong. Hayden, baby, if I'm wrong, by the way, I love you and I'm so sorry. I love you either way. If I'm right, I love you. And if I'm wrong, I love you.
I love you.
But especially if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. I feel so horrible for Stu because I was so wrong. But I'll be strong and wrong all day.
That's why I love playing with you, Keisha. I'm the same way.
Scarlett cheered 50 bits, said Keisha, I'm going to break the law just to hire you to rep me, Queen.
Love you too, Scarlett.
Thanks, Scarlett.
Child, if I ain't gotta be nervous to come to breakfast no more, I'll be fine with that too. I'm nervous every time I'm sitting there waiting to see if I get killed.
We do not have the votes, so
Okay.
I don't want to have to call anybody out.
Looks like we got him now.
Yep. Okay, so I will call names one by one in the order of my screen, and you can vote. First person on my screen is Carla.
Why am I always first for like the past 3 fucking episodes? Oh my god.
I was just
really
spamming
hope
her
I'm not
emoji
wrong.
card.
What?
Nothing, continue.
Oh, I really hope I'm not wrong, and I just want to follow the pattern of the obvious for now, and I'm sorry I voted for you, BJ.
Mike.
I voted for Keisha.
Mason.
I love you to death. I'm sorry I voted for Keisha.
Arena.
I expressed kind of my vote earlier, but I also voted for Keisha.
Alex.
I know this is gonna come as a real shock, but it's mostly a vote out of respect. Regardless of what happens, I voted for Keisha.
BJ.
Well, this is gonna look horrible if Keisha's a traitor, but I voted for Hayden.
Keisha.
I told you guys the traitors would kill me. I sacrificed myself for a reason, so please don't let it be in vain.
Did she make herself disappear?
He disappeared.
My board
Hayden.
covered me up.
That was a really cool trick. But Hayden, wine. Hayden.
I think you just came in too hot tonight. I love you, Keisha.
Okay, Keisha, they banished you. Can't believe it, but go ahead and give your little sentence. Don't go crazy.
I won't, I promise. So, guys, I am so sorry for that one time I lied to you and told you I had a shield when I didn't. But I'm faithful. Oh my God, I told you.
Fuck.
And you guys believe the traitors. Bye.
Damn. I'm sorry, my reads are horrible.
Goddamn.
Was a faithful. So what we can do now is we'll give you guys another 6-minute breakout room debrief. We won't do room limits for the debrief. That's, you can use it how you want.
Can we have 10?
Yeah, you can have 10. Tomorrow's finale, so you can have 10. I'll be nice.
Thank
I
you.
work from home on Thursdays, so go ahead. Sorry, Allison. You can go to sleep if you want.
She knows she's torturing me. She
You
knows
can
it.
go to bed. I'll tell you what happens.
Okay.
I'll follow
Maybe.
around all your favorite characters.
I'm
Oh my God.
just asking right now. I don't care. Arena, Carla, can I talk to you guys?
Hello. Are we still doing room limits for this?
No.
Okay. No, stressful.
I'll leave.
Well, I don't know what the fuck's going on, to be honest. I mean, to be honest, I went in feeling one type of way, and I still kind of feel that way. So,
I thought it was her. I swear, I thought she was recruited. I didn't think it was her in the beginning. I thought she was
I
recruited.
really thought it was her.
That's who I thought coming into it, besides BJ, but I kind of
frustrated. I feel like I had more doubt on her than I did on BJ. So I was off again.
yeah, it's
By the way,
frustrating.
other Hayden said that we don't have room limits, so don't worry about trying to leave. Unless you want to.
No. I feel like I don't see you both as traitors, to be honest.
Mhm. No,
I voted
I
for you to
definitely
get the
believe-
shield, Hayden.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah,
just
I
letting you
don't know where to go from here. The only other thing I can think of is BJ looking at him and then maybe going back and looking at other people. But you two are the two that I just feel really strongly about at this point as being faithfuls.
Yeah, I have to stay on BJ. That was like my gut going into today, and
You switch because
I didn't
Yeah.
really take the whole ingenious thing coming at him. Really, I didn't. That's not kind of how I viewed what I saw yesterday. I thought it was more toward you, Mike. So I don't know. That's just not how I interpreted it yesterday.
Right.
But I might have missed. Maybe I missed a room there. I didn't see something. All right, I'm gonna jump around a little bit.
Okay.
He's there right now. So.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go there.
Oh, they all think it's me, which is so not true.
I dude, like I've said many times, I've been on the same page with you this entire game. If you're a traitor, my hat's off to you. But,
That's how I feel about you, PJ. So I don't know. I just fuck. Oh my god.
I have to talk to Carla, bro.
I know, because Carla thinks it's me now. I really wish it was me
today. It's breaking up
because we fucking suck as faithfuls, and
I don't know.
Him, you know. So I don't know if my judgment is just being clouded there. It's like Keisha was a faithful, and I feel like she was. So.
Yeah, I had my suspicions were on Keisha for the first like 3 days, and then she voted out Mitch, and that cleared her for me.
And I get it. Like, she's Keisha. We all know how Keisha is in game. She's great at talking. She's great at getting a group together and do things, but we were wrong. So, well, I didn't even think it was her. So.
BJ.
What's up?
Should I leave the state?
No,
you can stay.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, did you come into this thinking that I was a traitor, or was it Keisha's argument that convinced you?
I didn't want to see Keisha leave, and there was no way I was going to vote for her.
So it was just a defense vote?
Yeah, I was just going to go off of what she was voting, just to give her any sort of chance, because it's like she convinced me. I mean, Hayden, I'm not fully convinced that you're a traitor at all, because there are two other people that I'm more suspicious of than you. So, they weren't saying their names tonight, and
right. Okay. I just wanted to know if like that's something you had thought from the jump, or if you were just kind of like trying to like defend Keisha, which I like totally understand. I love her.
Yeah. Because now it's like, depending on the numbers, we might be screwed anyway.
Right.
Like, anyway.
Like, we have to bank on the traitors trying to kill the person with the shield.
I hope that happens. I mean, they're definitely not killing me. They're going to try to definitely free me, which I get.
I won't lie. I don't think they're going to kill you tonight.
No, I don't think they will
because of
either.
that.
Yeah. Like, Keisha set that up, even though, I mean, maybe she's onto something, but not with me. Like, I know that much. I'm just
more and more
that game, and like every day I just have to sign in, and it's just like a gut punch every night.
I'm not even gonna lie. After everything, the two people that I feel most confident about now, three, are you, Carla, and Mike.
Yeah, same.
I don't think
I don't know.
I don't think it's Mike.
I don't think it's Mike. That's like the one to me in my head that I just don't think it is.
After everything,
obviously I know it's not you. I'm pretty sure it's not Carla. So I'm just kind of looking at everybody else that's left. But
I really, like I said, to me, from my perspective, I don't see it being you. I
don't see it being you either. I think we're just bad at this.
Yes.
I think we're bad at this.
I think one thing now, though, is do we have to start looking at that other side?
Yeah, I think we do. I mean, at this point, we definitely do.
Alex and Hayden.
Yeah, I think we do. And I don't want BJ to also, we have to look at everything. I'm going to watch and see because I'm still on that. Yeah. But I don't think it's you. I don't think it's Carla.
quite confusing one.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that's who. If we survive tomorrow, I think they're. I don't know who's gonna get murdered. I don't know. I really don't know who they murder here.
I just can't believe I lost Ingenious and Keisha back to back. That sucks.
I
That's who I was
really
bouncing off of.
I mean, that's why I've just been horrible. So, my reads have been terrible. So,
Same.
I think. I don't know. I don't want to say it on stream, but one of the names that we were saying is who I think we should try to banish tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And like, if we make it, and like, I would love Hayden to leave, not Hayden the player, Hayden the streamer.
It's like the fourth time that's happened tonight.
If possible, because I keep asking Hayden to leave.
I gotta stop setting a precedent of allowing people to ask me to leave. So
I know.
So I'm not leaving. Sorry. I was actually about to leave, and now I'm actually staying because you asked. So
No. I feel like there's definitely some trader conversations going on somewhere that's not here. But I don't know. I'm nervous, obviously. Is there anyone you guys don't think it is?
Who I don't think it is. Carla. But she voted for me. It's so random. I don't know why she did that, but I believe she's a faithful. But...
If it's Carla, I'm an idiot. I'm the biggest idiot here.
Yeah, for real, Sam.
I felt really good about Carla Mason and you, Alex, coming into this as being who I thought were faithfuls. And then, I was on to BJ last episode. And then, I came in this and I think y'all were all in the room and I told BJ that I'd kind of backed off him a little bit.
Yeah.
But everybody else is someone that I think I need to look into because I don't know where to go from here. And
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think like who would set me up, right? I thought at first I was like, would Keisha really do that? Would she murder Ingenious? Like, and then I was like, I don't really know BJ. Like, is it between both of them? I thought they were both traitors, and I was like, I don't care if either one of them goes. To be honest with you, I feel like we're gonna get one of them out. So now I'm like, okay, so it's the other one BJ, but I don't know.
I know.
Like I don't know like how good he is, if he can mastermind a setup. Did he set it up?
Welcome back, everybody. We are gonna have to end the show. Good luck to you guys. I hope that you all sleep soundly, and we'll see who survives to the finale tomorrow. And thank you guys for always being so prepared and on time and polite. It's been a wonderful journey, and I'm rooting for every one of you. I'm going to be happy no matter who wins. Has anyone seen Hayden Plunkett?
I'm right here. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'm good. We'll see you tomorrow night for the finale. Thank everyone who watched. Yeah.
I just plugged the reunion. If anyone's watching, we are having a reunion on Friday, same time as all the other shows, 10 Eastern. Mm-hmm. These people will have a lot to say to each other.
Read my dad reads.
I'm missing out on my third showing of Dune for this reunion, so
we had to schedule a reunion to make him stop.
You have a problem. We gotta talk about it.
Let it go.
He needs to stop seeing Dune.
Please take away the popcorn bucket.
It has nothing to do with the popcorn bucket. It's just a good movie. All right. Good night, everyone.
Night, guys.
Night.
Good night.
Oh, I didn't stop streaming. Good night, everyone.